Hey guys, it's Cooking with Renee today, and we are doing keto tacos, which means I'm making shells out of cheese, which these are freaking amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and start with organic ground beef. This is grass-fed or raised without antibiotics. I believe it's grass-fed at the top, but we're going to start with this kind of ground beef and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in a pan and just get it all crumbly. I'm going to use garlic powder, black pepper, paprika, Himalayan sea salt, and red cayenne because I used to use the packet, but they do have carbs and they do have sugar. Not a whole lot, but you only use 2 tablespoons, it says, for 3 grams of sugar, so no thank you. I'm going to control my own seasoning and add my own. So at this time I seasoned everything and just let the meat do its thing. Now this little contraption, I think my fiance bought us for taco shells because I make tacos all the time. So this really helped. Again, you really don't need that. You could just use like a knife or something to form it. But I'm going to use mild cheddar and like a Colby mix and mix them together. Now this is like a small pan, you know, to make a small shell. You don't need a really big pan. The smaller the better, actually. And this is a non-stick pan, so you can slide that cheese all around and it's not going to melt or get stuck to the pan. So that's definitely critical, is having a non-stick pan. So I'm just going to form it all the way around to make it as even as I can with the pan. And then I'm going to form it like a tortilla, like round, so it'll come to a taco shape when I mold it. And at this point, you basically just sit there and let it, I think it's on medium heat, and I just let it burn almost. So you just keep an eye on it. Once it gets like golden brown on the edges, you'll know when to flip it. But hopefully you guys can hear the sound. Got you a little closer so you can see it. Again, you're just melting it. See, you can see the golden edge. I use my finger to push it on. It's super hot, so be careful. And then just flip it. And you really don't need to make it super brown like that on the other side. It's not a big deal. But as long as the super burnt side like that is crispy on the outside, then you will be able to mold your taco shell. And you just leave it there and let it air dry and it'll get hard. So I ended up making 2. And just let them dry. And look, I'll show that one already like hardened into its shape, and it was so crispy and crunchy. Like at the end of this video, I'm going to do an ASMR so you can hear me eat them. So I like to take a baggie, like a little sandwich bag, and I add my sour cream to it, and I cut the end off just so that it's a lot cleaner that way when you apply your sour cream. A tip you can use if you like. But I know sour cream like gets everywhere. It doesn't come off the spoon in your taco, and I really don't want to break these shells because they are pretty fragile. So the less I touch them, the better. And then I went ahead and just added some meat in there very carefully. And I'm using spinach just because like that's a really fibrous lettuce or something that I need to eat on this diet. So instead of just normal lettuce, I went with spinach, but you could use any lettuce you like. And then I went ahead and filled both of them, and I used a little bit of sauce, you know, like hot sauce. You could use whatever you want. Again, it's just mostly about the shells and how golden and beautiful they are, but these were fantastic, and I hope you stay tuned and watch the ASMR of me eating these tacos. So I hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Bye!